How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. A lot of these videos are based on comments that I get. I've done a lot of videos on the buddy heater, and I get a lot of comments. So the other day I got a comment. Someone asked me to show them how to put the Coleman 1 pound tanks in the buddy heater and get it started. So that's what we're going to do. Not a very long video, just a short one, and we're going to show you how to get started. Once you get your buddy heater all unboxed and everything, this is what you're going to do. You're going to get yourself 2 if you have the big buddy heater, and 1 bottle if you have the little buddy heater. These are 1 pound tanks. They're pretty expensive nowadays. Prices went through the roof. I do have a video on how to hook this up to a 20 pound propane tank, which lasts a whole lot longer than these little ones. These little ones, you're going to go through quite a bit of them, and you're going to spend a good bit of money. So, but you want to see how to hook them up? We're going to do it right now. Let's get this started. Okay, so here's what your tank is going to look like. It's a 1 pound tank, and when you get this tank, it'll have a plastic cap on the top. You can just pull it off. Now, they do make these in different brands. We have 2 different brands here. I really don't use these in my buddy heater because they cost too much. Most of the time I'm just using these in my little propane torch to do little simple projects around the shop. But either one of these will work. They're both the same. They're both liquid propane. So we're going to get started on the bottle. I'm going to show you how to put it in. Now, on your buddy heater, especially the big buddy heater, you have 2 places you put a tank. One on that side, and you have one on this side over here. Now, if you have the small buddy heater, you're probably only going to have 1 of these. The small one only takes 1 bottle. So, what you're going to do is you're going to turn your machine to the side, like so. And you see this piece right here sticking down. This is called a regulator. And if you have 1 bottle in there, you're going to have 1 regulator. 2, you're going to have 2 regulators. So this one has 2. So all I want you to do is take this and twist it to the outside like that. Then take your 1 pound bottle, all right? You'll see it has a hole down in here and this little pin right here. You're going to slide it up on there and turn it clockwise. Give it a little bit of a push and just spin it clockwise. Now, once you get it to where you just feel it to grip, you're going to give it just a little bit more, and you'll feel that rubber in there on your fingers. You can feel it just a little bit. Doesn't have to be too tight. Okay, that's good. Now, we're going to do the same thing to the other side. We just push our bottle back in. That regulator is made to swivel. Push this back in, and we're going to turn it to the other side. Only if you have a big buddy heater, you're going to have 2 bottles. So we're going to do the exact same thing over here. Twist it out a little bit so you can get your bottle on there. Center it up on there. You want to make sure you don't cross thread these. You're pushing just a little bit, not a whole lot. Spin it in until it just touches, and maybe a 1/4 of a turn, maybe not quite even a 1/4 of a turn. Now that bottle's good. So let's close this up. Okay, now that we have our bottles in there, we're going to look at this little piece right here. This is our control knob. Okay, and we have off, pilot, low, medium, and high. Now, when I did the 20 pound propane tank, I had a lot of people say that I wasn't supposed to push it down right here. I was supposed to push it to pilot and then push it down. So we're going to push it to pilot and then put it down. So we have to push down on our knob. It won't turn right here. This knob will not turn. We have to push it down and then turn. And it lit right up. No problem. Your pilot is on. Now I'm going to hold this down for about 30 seconds. I just want to heat up the thermocoupler. Alright, then let it go. Now that your thermocoupler is heated up, your pilot light will stay on. So now we're going to get ready to fire this heater up. So we're going to go back over to our knob over here. And I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you guys can see. Now when you turn this to low, you may get a little poof over here. And what that is the gas buildup in there. It's not going to hurt anything. All of them do it. But it'll just go poof and then it'll come on. You won't be able to see it until that element over there on this side, right there, turns kind of glowing red. So let's turn it over to low. Now, mind you, we're going to have to push down because it won't turn right here. So we're going to push down. It's kind of a little slot there. You see the little poof? We had just a little poof on this side. Just that gas built up and then that light, it lights up. So we're going to let that one heat up. We only have it on low, so just this side of that burner is going to light up. We're going to give it a little time to heat up so you can see that that burner is lit. I don't know if you could tell yet. I can a little bit. Now you can actually see the red on that glowing. Now if you had a small buddy heater, you may only have one of those elements in there. But with the big buddy heater, you have two. So don't forget now, when you light it up, you get a little bit of a poof. Like, it's just a gas buildup around there. It's not going to hurt anything. And it's going to be blowing off some heat. So now that we got that one lit up and you can see that it's glowing, we're going to do the other side. We're going to light up this side. And I'm just going to do it on high. That way you can see the poof that you will get out of there. So let me get in just a little bit here. So we're going to skip medium and we're going to go right to high. Do you see the little poof of gas come out of there? It's not going to hurt anything. It may scare you at first, but it's not hurting anything. It's just going to burn up that gas. And as you can see, our first burner there is really hot now. That one's not going to take very long to get hot on the other side because, you know, that's on high. You're putting off some good heat right now. Actually, my camera might be just a bit close to it. You definitely don't want to put this close to a couch or a wall or anything like that. Especially, I wouldn't put it close to anything. Put it out in the middle of the floor as best you can, away from everything. They do throw off a lot of heat. That is glowing hot. Okay, now that's lighting it up. Now we got to shut it down. So I would take my time on shutting it down, and if you feel this thing, it's not going to turn. You got to push down a little bit and turn it. So we turned it on to medium. Now this side over here, I'm not so sure that it's actually even burning, but we're going to turn it down to low. Now that one is dying down. This one has already died down. And now I'm going to go straight to off. Everything is shut down now. It's not going to bother anything. Once it's shut down, all the gas is shut off and you're in good shape. Now when you get ready to, let's say our tanks are empty, we're just going to push this little clip here. And then we're going to pull our tank out. And we're going to twist it off just like we twisted it on. And you're going to repeat this process as many times as you have to. When you're done and you're not putting the bottle back in there, just push that back down and snap this back closed. All right, let's get this tank out. We don't want these in here because I don't use these little bottles on this heater. Like I said, I used a 20-pound tank on my heater. It lasts almost 100 hours, and people will say different things on that. But I'd say close to 80, between 80 and 100 hours I will get off of this big buddy heater on low with the 20-pound propane tank. Okay, as you can see, it's pretty simple to set your bottles up in there and just tighten them down. Once you get them in there, give them a little bit more return, but not too much. You don't need that much pressure to keep this thing from leaking. With them O-rings in there, you know, you tighten your water hose with your hand. So basically you're going to tighten this with your hand too. So Like I said, a lot of these videos they're based off comments that I get below. And if somebody asks me for a video or they ask me how to do something, I try to do a video on it because it's so hard to explain to somebody in a comment how to do something. It's not that easy. I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.